Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe, and if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, like the video, turn on post notifications, and yeah, hope you are having a great day so far. I'm not having the best day because my back is killing me. I don't know if I pulled a muscle or something, but my back left the chat. So that's why I'm sitting down today. Usually I stand up, as you know, but right now I got no choice but to sit down. My back hurting too bad. Anyways, so I have a story time for y'all. It is an interesting story, so please feel free to stick around and listen to the entire thing. Watch till the end, you know what I mean? Show some love, share the video, etc, etc. So this is the story, as you can tell from the title, of how I got into photography. Let me take you back to when I first got into photography, and that was actually on my iPhone 5S back in like 2016. It couldn't do much, but it was still a phone and it had a pretty decent camera. At that time it wasn't no portrait mode or anything on iPhones. That only really started when they got the two cameras, etc, etc. But anyways, yeah, so when I got my iPhone 5S back in 2016, but the interest was always there, but my issue was I don't have a camera, or I don't have a phone that can take good pictures. Basically excuses. So the thing about cameras is that they're kind of expensive, so I was a bit hesitant, and I was also a bit afraid, if I'm being honest, that I would take shitty pictures. But you know, it was bubbling in my soul, like the fire was there burning. It was very small flame, but it was there for a while, right? So I started taking a few pictures. I don't know if I can find some, but if I can, I'll show you some of the pictures I took with my iPhone 5S. So at this time, I never used a camera in my life, right? Up until about 2018, I think, or 2019. 2019, can't really remember. But I have a partner, Christopher, and he had a Canon T6i, right? So he had his camera, etc. And that's back then when like we used to make a lot of like videos, etc. Because a lot of you probably don't know, because a lot of the videos got deleted. I deleted the channel, I deleted so much stuff, but I always used to make videos. Those of you who are my closer friends will probably know that. But yeah, I always used to make videos, but I never really posted them or anything. So me and Christopher decided we're gonna make some videos, right? And bear in mind, Christopher lived like a few houses from me, like 2 minutes from me, right? And I never even knew that this guy existed up until like 2018 or something like that, right? And yeah, so I met Christopher by Jonathan, which is a close friend of mine. And then upon speaking to him, I realized we had similar interests in terms of making videos and pictures, etc, etc. So upon doing that, we spoke, and I ended up going over by him, and I asked him like a few questions, like how do you use the camera, etc. Because as I said, at this time I knows nothing about a camera, right? So I was just asking him like, yo bro, how like what is ISO, what was that, was shutter speed? I had no idea, right? And he was basically giving me a little rough overview of how to use it. And I basically took it, I went outside in the garden, and I was just taking random pictures, not really knowing anything that I'm doing right now. Like most of the pictures were dark or too bright, trash. So it made me even more curious. After holding the camera, I was like, yo, I was holding it and I just like, this is nice. Like I feel professional, you know what I mean? Like coming from a little iPhone 5S, and you know what I mean? And then I actually holding the camera for the first time. I was like, yo, this shit nice. But I don't know if I can afford one right now because it's pricey, you know what I mean? And at the time it wasn't working or anything. So upon leaving his house, I went home and I got serious. Like I got onto business. Like when I tell you, I probably watched every single YouTube video on camera basics, how to use a camera, how to become a photographer guide, photography tips, entry-level cameras. Like, bro, when I tell you, I watched every single video I could find that was informative in the sense of helping me become better at photography. Then watch it. I mean, even up to this day, I still watch photography tips, etc., because obviously I still learning. You never stop learning, you know what I mean? But if you think that whatever you're doing, right, whatever it is, it could be photography, a mason, a technician, whatever it is, bro, like whatever you're doing, you are always learning. Like, if you think that you know everything, then you basically put a cap on how much you could learn. Honestly, you're just limiting yourself. I don't know. I didn't get too much into that. That's a little bit off topic. So after doing all my research, it took I was researching for a while, months. So then obviously I got some basic knowledge now after watching probably thousands of videos. But my only thing was I didn't have my own camera to actually go and, you know, practice all the things that I'm learning, you feel me? So I mean, that's the number one thing with anything that you're doing in life, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta practice, you gotta apply it. You can't just watch it or read about it, whatever, and just, you know, expect that you're gonna take it up and boom, it can just happen, you know what I mean? Like, nah. So it was a lot of trial and error, but I knew that, but I never had a camera that kind of way to do that, right? Christopher, as I said, he used his camera for videos, etc. So his camera was never really available, but sometimes here and there I would ask him to use it, but it was never like no long sessions, like having it for a while. So I remember vividly, I went by my friend Candice, right? So I went by her, and she always had a camera. Candice had a Canon, right? One just like Christopher's one, right? I went by her a day, I saw it, and I was trying to use it with the little bit of knowledge I had of cameras, right? From watching my videos, I said, yo, let me see what I go on, you know what I mean? Let me see what's up. So I got the camera and I went out in she backyard and I was just random pictures. I basically went home that day and I wasn't really thinking anything about it. What I did, I said, yo, I really need to like speak to an actual photographer that, you know, can inform me like at the business side of things, how things is work as a photographer running a business in Barbados, right? You know who that is though? Truck man, yeah, that's me. So I decided, you know, I want to really get like a one-on-one. I want to speak to someone that really in this business, in this niche, in this market, to see like how this shit really works. Because obviously watching it on YouTube and reading it in a book, and then when you actually go there as a photographer, it's gonna be different, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like that real life experience, like that hands-on, you know what I mean? So I was speaking to a photographer. He's always usually like very, very, very helpful. So he's a guy, he always used to tell me like, you know, Kobe, if you need any help with anything, you think I could help, just give me a shout, I'll be willing to teach you, etc. So as a photographer, I say, yo, him remembering that he's a photographer, I told myself, you know what, I can ask him if he could teach me a thing or two, you feel me? So after doing my research and all that for like months ahead of time, I spoke to him. He said, alright, cool, you could slide through on evenings when I get in from work, etc. And, you know, just give me a message, shoot me a message in the afternoon or whatever, and I'll let you know if I can make it in the evening, and we can meet up and I can show you some stuff, you know what I mean? So he was showing me like his gear, showing me how to use stuff, you know, he was showing me the basics, giving me the little business side of things, everything. And while we was going through the basics, he was saying that like, you know, I got it, like, you know, he was kind of curious as to how I know to say so quick, you know what I mean? Like, I was just getting it like that, every topic he touched, he was just like, bum, simple, easy. But obviously that's because I did my research ahead of time, you feel me? So that's obviously because I had an interest for it. If I didn't have any interest for it, then I didn't do any research, you know what I mean? So after you know, going there a couple evenings and practicing, etc. with his camera, I decided, yo, I need to have my own camera so that I can actually, like, you know, instead of just for like an hour on evenings, I could go and shoot like every day. As I said, I wasn't working, so it was like I had a lot of free time, and I could only shoot when the guy told me, oh yeah, I could come through, right? So then I remember Candice had her camera, right? But she never used it. Like, it was just there sitting in her room, right? So I told her, well, hey, I'm interested in learning photography. If you don't mind, I'd like to borrow your camera. Not sure how long, but maybe a month or even less if you need it. But anytime in between there, that easy, just show me. But I really want to play some practice. And that's what happened. So she gave me her camera. I went and collected it. I came back home. And the first picture I took, I don't know if I can find it, but that's the first picture I ever took with the camera. And I remember walking with this camera everywhere I went. Like, if I went to the shop, I walked with the camera. If I went for a ride, I had the camera. If I went town, I had the camera. If I went to the doctor, I had the camera. Bro, I took the camera everywhere with me, because in my mind it's like, yo, you never know what you can see that you can want to take a picture of, you know what I mean? So another big part of photography is knowing how to edit your photos, you feel me? I learned about the camera, but then there was a whole other side to photography, which is editing. So then I had to go into that also. So first I had to get the program, which is Lightroom. I had to go steal it off the internet. FBI, open up! Honestly, I am still up to this day learning how to edit properly. Like, bro, like, there's Lightroom, then there's Photoshop. Photoshop is what I'm trying to learn right now. It's all about applying yourself though, like, and believing in yourself, you know what I mean? If I didn't believe that I can do it, though at first I was hesitant due to the prices of cameras and etc, whatever, like, you really do have to believe in yourself, you know what I mean? And believe that you can do it. And I mean, I ain't did it yet, you know what I mean? I ain't get to where I want to be as yet. Money a little tight still. Working a little bit, but money still a little tight, you feel me?
You ain't nothing but a broke boy.
So after, you know, diving into everything in photography, you know, like, I dived into the camera aspect, I dived in a little bit in the business side, and I dived into the editing of photography. I started taking on a few little jobs when I had Candice's camera. Not much, but it's like with friends that would just, you know, just want support, because I made an Instagram page, etc, and bro, if you see the first pictures that I posted on my Instagram, I took them down because they're just embarrassing, because I actually thought those looked good. But I did a video on that. I'll just put it up in the corner or whatever, so you can go and watch that. So upon giving back Candice her camera, I've managed to save up enough to get my very own camera, which is this one that I'm on right now, a Sony a6000. Then I had a pretty shit lens at first, but then I ended up saving up and buying a new lens, which is the one that's on right now. And yeah, now we're currently saving to buy some more gear, some more stuff, so that I can keep improving. I want to get into flash photography, etc. And yeah, but these things are really expensive, so, and I regret. So that is my story on how I got into photography, and yeah, basically how it all started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and yeah, don't forget also follow me on Instagram, you know what I mean? I got my business account where you can see all the photos I took, and you can also follow my personal account where you can just see me, you feel me? I don't know if you really want to see me that kind of way, but you know what I mean, it there, so utilize it. But yeah, hopefully you learned something from the video, and if it's one thing I can say is, whatever you want to do in life, bro, just do it. Like that's a real cliche, you know what I mean? Nike and all, but like, you honestly just gotta do it. Just get up and do it. Like this video, I wasn't gonna make this, but I just say, you know what? Just get up and press record, bro. Just press record. Just do it. Just do it, fam. Believe in yourself. manifest it, speak it into existence. Every day I said I will be successful on YouTube. Somehow I will be known. I will make money from this. Because I am broke and I need the money.
Broke boy, 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 boy.
But also because I love it. Don't ever get caught up doing things for money just because you want money. Make sure it's something you love, you're passionate about. Like this right here, bro. This is my passion, man. Definitely. So it ain't paying off yet, but I believe it will. But find what it is that you love. You know what I mean? Do some self-searching. Figure out what it is you really want in life. What is the things that you love doing, and try to make money from it. Simple. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.